Chat GPT trying to say, hey, man, how I run this goddamn board?
Yes.
Well, plug your phone into the board. I'll do it.
Now, what could they possibly
We
be
not
talking
live.
We lied, DC.
Huh?
We lied. We lied. We lied.
We ain't lying.
Yeah, we lied. Yeah, we lied now.
Huh?
Yeah, we didn't get to do Jill Scott Heron tonight.
How the hell with it? How you know we lying?
Look on.
Corey told you?
Don't be messy.
I mean,
Don't be
we
messy.
are live, but we ain't.
Don't be messy.
All right, y'all. I understand we got some technical difficulties. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's all good. Life goes on. You listen to DISRACE. I'm DC Curry coming to you live from the new improved ATL studio. DISRACE, where our motto has always been no hate,
No fear.
but no fear. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away.
We don't do no trotting,
We
running, or
do
skipping.
no trotting, running, no skipping, none of that shit. This race where we respect everybody
And fear none of you sons of bitches.
and fear no damn body. I got my main man, Mr. Controversy, the black box, supposed to know everything, don't know shit.
I'm learning.
Bo Peep,
What's that?
what's going on, man?
Good, man.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
I got weight balls.
Happy to be
Mad
here.
scientist, weight ball. Like, when Frankenstein scientist.
Frankenstein was a scientist, and then he named a monster after him.
Frankenstein,
The monster was named after Dr. Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Yeah, without the
And you
junior.
know, when a nigga knows that kind of information, he's not a real scientist.
That's some bullshit.
Thing is, it's science and everything.
We got our chaplain, the Right Reverend Brian Harper.
Hey.
What's going on, man?
Hey, made it through Resurrection Day. You know, it's always a prosperous day for in our business. So good to be here.
Resurrection mean Easter.
You have any bunnies around you on Easter?
No, my bunny decided.
Hopping around.
My bunny had to do a program.
Huh?
I said my bunny had to do a program.
Oh yeah, okay, you bad nigga.
Did you have an Easter speech this year?
No, man, I didn't, man.
You didn't talk at all on Easter?
No, man.
Well, how is it lucrative on Easter? You know, if you ain't had no speech, you still get a cut. regardless.
Lucrative.
Absolutely.
Lucrative.
He said profitable. He said
He's
it's a profitable.
he's not about no money. He's about saving souls.
Yeah.
What's wrong
Laying
with you?
hands.
But the first thing he said is very
Spanking
profitable. He said Easter is a
but
very
you looked at-
profitable
Your mama-
but you looked
holiday
at-
in the
Your
church.
mama a
You looked at it,
minister.
you
Is
looked at his
she
money.
all
She
about
would
the
never
money?
use that language. She would never talk about how profitable Easter is. He
But
said
y'all looked at
profitable.
his
I'm just trying to
money.
see
He can mean,
how do you get your money?
He can
That's
mean
all.
spiritually profitable.
Easter, you gonna take up at
He
least
didn't say
$5 hours.
monetarily
I just ain't never heard the term
He can be
spiritually profitable
I have.
together.
Everybody get mad when
That
you
ain't
say
no
that.
regular conjunction of
Everybody
words.
get mad you say retarded. But you could be economically retarded. You can be spiritually retarded. You can be psychologically retarded, physically retarded, athletically retarded,
Or just damn retarded.
emotionally
right,
retarded, or just damn retarded.
Damn retarded.
You.
Glad to have our chaplain, man. Don't listen to these other signs. I was roaming doing your brother.
Man, he's in LA doing a second act podcast. So he's in LA
I was just joking.
And somebody
we
in
really
the
care
chat
about you,
room-
but I appreciate you answering.
Somebody in
that.
your chat room say you looking more like your brother every day. Somebody in the chat room just said that.
I gotta
That's
change
not
it up.
on accident. That's not on accident.
Hey, that's his younger brother too.
So that's
If I'm not
compliment to me.
mistaken, that's
Yeah.
your younger brother, right?
Yeah, 11 years. So I'll take that as a compliment.
It's amazing, like in one family, how talent just skips over.
Over generation.
It's usually about 10 years, 10, 11 years.
Yeah, you was.
I got a brother older than me, nowhere near talented as I am.
Well, my younger brother was more talented than me. My baby brother, he was more talented than me.
No, I got all the talent. My older brother ain't shit. My younger brother ain't shit.
Lord, DC.
But they got different talents, DC.
Huh?
I know your brothers. They got different
Right,
talents.
right,
different
right.
talent.
No, them
They
niggas
may not
ain't
be got
no
physical talents like
They
you.
ain't- they ain't-
But you got some smart brothers
They
in your
They
family.
ain't got no talent, man. I got Sharon the Worm. What's cracking, man?
I don't know, man.
You on ground today. You not over the water, huh?
In the morning.
In the morning. Where y'all at in the morning? Can you tell it? Is it top secret?
No, not this time. We're going to Sacramento.
Oh shit, they ain't over no damn water.
It is.
Sacramento. I thought you were talking about.
No, we got to go over Lake
Cross
Lanier.
Sea.
Got to go over the Great
Lake
Lakes.
Lanier.
Yeah, no damn over
They
no
talking
damn
about
water.
Lake Lanier today. They talking about that today.
No, we're going over the water next month.
Yeah. Y'all ain't going to Iran, are you? Because Iran going to be wiped out. Trump said he's finna to wipe out the whole civilization. He's going to kill all the 93 million Iranians.
Man, I wanted to go back like, man. That's horrible, man.
It's horrible to say that.
Ladies and gentlemen, to my immediate left, she's the eye candy of the show. She's a community activist.
Yeah.
She's a woman of the cloth.
She got her candies on display tonight.
Oh my God.
She's an actress. She's a producer. She's a promoter. Ladies and gentlemen, Sister JJ.
I'm here. Thank you, DC. I love being here.
We love having you too. We love having you. If it wasn't out for you and me, can you imagine this would be an ugly ass show?
Make it.
What is wrong with
Give
you?
us more ratings. Make it.
Oh,
so stupid.
he feeling good. He feeling good about himself because he feeling good about himself because Corey called him.
Oh, he did.
Corey Holcomb called him and apologized.
Oh,
Yeah,
good for
man.
you.
Black men
great,
getting
man.
back
That's
together.
all right, Corey.
That was so sweet,
That's
man.
all right, Corey.
I saw him on whatever the hell it was. I said, "Oh man, look at them two little love birds."
See, you would play it down.
You gotta work it out.
You would play it. This two grown man just came
Two
like,
grown
hey man,
men.
we squashed it. He did
I'm
call me.
happy.
He called me.
Yeah, that's what's
I mean, I
up.
gotta give it up to him.
Yeah.
He called me and
That's
said, hey
right.
man,
Good.
Shout out to
you know,
Corey.
I was feeling some kind of way, man. I spoke my piece. That's when I spoke mine. And I said, you know, I'm done with it. I said, I'm cool. I ain't got no, you know.
Damn, I thought it was gonna be some more fireworks and shit. Your ass
So
done
did
made
you go
up.
on his show and squash it, or you just did it over the phone?
Well, we ain't did
phone,
that
man.
yet. We ain't did that yet. You know what I'm saying? But I did tell
we
him.
got 2 followers out the shit, so
I got 2 followers from him. But I did tell him I still got to offer him do the challenge on stage.
nah.
Since
let
I'm
that
an
shit go,
amateur.
man.
Oh no,
Since I'm an hold on, DC.
he didn't call
Y'all
you.
acting like they acting like you gonna see your
Let me make my
Nah,
money.
they
Let
act
me
like
him
you-
do the first verses.
No,
Comedy verses.
he didn't call you no amateur.
No, Joning.
Turtlenecks.
No Joning. Comedy. Let me and him do the first comedy verse.
Oh, now you gonna pick a fight and then you gonna lay down the rules.
Yeah.
Well, shit, you know, either that or knock the nigga out. Which one is it? You know what I mean? No,
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying.
Corey in
We
pretty
ain't
good
fighting.
shape.
Man,
Nah, man,
ain't
we
no
just
fighting
squashed it.
person.
Yeah.
The reason I want to do it like the way I did it, I didn't say nothing else after I said what I said on our show. Because I'm bigger than that. That ain't my personality. That ain't what I do.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I left it where I left it. But
Yeah,
I did go to challenge. He said, I'm an amateur now. He did say that.
I didn't hear him
dealing
say
with the
that.
amateur.
I didn't hear him say
And then
that.
why you saying shit?
I didn't hear him say that.
Why you even in it?
Because I heard some shit, but I didn't hear him say that.
Yeah, he said you was at the amateur competition.
He was
and
there.
He didn't
40
call
years
you
old.
an
But he
amateur.
didn't call you.
40
No,
years
he
old in
said, yeah,
comedy.
yeah,
You
he
40
said,
years in
I thought
comedy,
you should be
and
a
you lost
judge,
to
but you
amateurs.
want, yeah.
But he did not call you
call
an
you
He called you an
amateur.
amateur.
He did not call you an amateur.
But he said you here with one. He said you've been in the game for 40-some years. I thought you was a judge, but here you are
But
competing
he
against
did not
amateurs.
call him
Well,
an
he
No,
did.
the
You lost
the
to
simple
amateurs,
fact
though.
is he did
He lost
say
to amateurs.
that the nigga wasn't funny and he need to quit the shit. That's what he
Why
said.
y'all talking
I
about
didn't hear
that?
that.
He
They
didn't say I wasn't funny.
apologized.
He didn't say I
grown
wasn't
and
funny. He
y'all
said
acting
you've been
like
doing it that
boys.
long and you ain't made it. You should quit.
What they done made up, it ain't fun no more.
A comedy challenge is still all in fun, though.
Comedy
That's still all
challenge,
in
that's all it
fun.
is.
I wish the
It's
hell I
still in
would
fun.
challenge somebody talking about I'm funnier than somebody. I
It
wouldn't
ain't
give
that.
a
It
shit.
ain't that.
I don't give a damn.
Niggas making money on other shit. Let us do a comedy versus. Let us do it. Who got-
What's that?
It
Like the rappers do going against each other?
I just think that's just kind of hard.
Not a
There's so many
roast.
different type of styles of
Not a
comedy.
roast.
I ain't talking about no roast. What's his name called
Like-
me the other
like
day?
Steve and-
talking about
and
come
Cat
roast
did.
him. I said, man, roast it for famous people. What I look like roasting your broke ass? Not you. It was some
Right.
what's his name called me?
We're like what
I
Steve.
ain't gonna roast no.
What Cat
Everybody
Williams
be
called-
talking about me, DC. You ain't right. You ain't right to say that about him, man.
Like Sherman said, Steve and Cat was trying to do it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I got promoters calling me right
I think
now. They
Cat
done sent
was
me
doing it.
stuff
Steve said he ain't know nothing about
Let's
it.
try it. Let's do it. You know what I mean? So I'm saying is, yeah, man, let us make that money.
Yeah, man.
You gotta be careful about those verses because Tank he jumped on Tyrese real bad about the turtleneck. So you got
Tank. Tank.
Yeah,
As
he
Tank
It's gonna be
said,
a little roast,
told
but
me
it's
to
also
take
like
that turtleneck
comedy.
off.
as Tank say, you ain't a sissy because you do sissy stuff. That Tank.
That Tank. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, DC.
Oh, DC.
Thank you,
Somebody
DC.
said, stop talking about Corey. He gonna destroy Bo P. Nigga, buy your ticket first.
Ooh,
Buy
wee.
yours first, punk.
Why you getting
No, he got nerve to come on here and say, yeah, buy your ticket first. Buy your be in the front seat.
I will say the wait. He was like, "Oh no, don't go at him, Bo P." He said it like he was going to the slaughter. No, Bo P, don't go. Don't go. You don't think you got to fight Jay?
I tell you what.
Corey ain't got no filter, man.
Tell you
Well,
what.
he
That's why he
don't.
funny to me.
Hold on.
He don't got no filter.
This is here. He pissed me off last week. This is my boy sitting next to me.
Yeah, he pissed you off.
He talking more shit than anybody. Yeah, you was a little faggot.
But he didn't have no dress. You didn't have no
I
dress
was
on.
already did with Corey. I didn't want to do it with that. I was going to tear your big ass up.
Well, I ain't gonna
better
lie.
watch
If
your
y'all
damn
do it,
mouth.
I'ma go. I'm at front row seat.
Yeah. Nah, I love Corey, but I'm saying, hey man, let's
No, y'all did the right thing.
Yeah,
in all
that's-
love.
yeah.
Squash
For the-
him, man.
for the
He
world
called me
here that
straight
does
up.
squash
He called me
those
straight up.
In all seriousness, that's
He called me straight up.
Yeah.
And
Man, we
you
should,
know.
yeah. I'm sorry. You know, I want you to know I like you, man. We cool. Ain't nothing. You know what I mean? I was just going through something. And I said, I'm cool too, man. You know, when I saw him, I forgot all about it. So I was just speaking to him like I was doing to everybody else. But you know, we squashed it. So that's big man shit.
Yeah.
And you hit the button to record when he was on the phone, right?
Nah,
Stop
I
letting
didn't
the
do that.
instigate, man. Let this thing die down, man. Let this thing die down.
Yeah, that's that.
And then when he called me, I said, Corey, you know what?
Instigator.
I'm not gonna tell nobody you called me.
But you
you
did.
telling
nigga.
it.
Right.
But you telling it.
No.
You
He
just
went
told
on and apologized.
150
night.
million.
Oh,
Now I
on
can
his
tell
show.
people.
Oh,
Now I
on
can
his
tell.
show.
Yeah, he did on his show.
Oh,
He went on
okay.
his show and apologized. That's
See,
what I'm
that's
saying.
what I like.
That's big
Grown
of
men
him.
doing
Right,
grown
right,
men things.
yeah.
That's what I call a king.
That's what I'm
Grown
saying.
men
We
doing
straight
grown
up.
men things.
Okay, we good.
Hey man,
Yeah.
you should have just told me meet you in Las Vegas like Offset did that boy
Ooh-wee.
and got shot.
Yeah, that's not the
When?
time. Let's not do that.
Yeah, Offset got shot the other day.
Yeah.
That was. I thought he was
Let's not do
in
that.
Florida though. Yeah, he was.
Oh,
No,
that's
it
what
was
we
in
doing.
Vegas.
No,
Yeah,
It was
that was in
outside the
Vegas.
casino.
No,
it was
no,
outside the
It
casino.
was in
It was at a
Florida.
casino
at
in
the Hard
Florida?
Rock
In
Hollywood.
Florida?
In Hollywood, Florida.
Hollywood, Florida. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was in Las Vegas.
Nah, it's really Miami.
I performed there at the casino in Hollywood, Florida. I was there, and I was at the hotel. I was staying there, performing there, but I was at the hotel when the girl died. What's the girl's name? She was like Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, I know you're talking about my dude.
Whitney Houston?
My dude.
no, the white
lady.
girl.
Winehouse.
He was her bodyguard.
Amy
Yeah,
He was,
Winehouse.
No,
firefighter
not
in
Amy
Florida.
Whitehouse. You know
Yeah. She was married
the
to
white
that
girl.
man.
Nicole-
She
Anna
married
Nicole
that
Smith?
old
Yeah,
Anna Nicole Smith.
And Nicole Smith, wow.
Yeah, I was there. I mean, man, they shut it down. They had security in there like the president of the United States. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Did she commit suicide or she just OD'd or something?
I think she OD'd.
OD'd.
I don't know.
Man.
OD, like OD from that old man.
She was dating an 80-year-old man.
Yeah.
Something like that.
You know what that was about.
No, I think
he
he was
had that,
90s.
he had that moolah.
You know what that was about.
Yeah, he's a billionaire.
Huh?
He was a billionaire.
She could have loved that man. I know how you always talking about. We be saying no, it's about. You always step in. She could have loved that man.
What's that?
She loved that money.
I didn't hear you. What did you say?
You said you know what that was about.
I did not hear you. What did you say?
When you said
And
you know
then-
what that's about, you were sort of that might have been just money. And I said she
Again,
could
I
have
did
really
not
ignored
hear
to that
you.
man.
What did you say?
Yeah.
Hey man, you can say what you want. You can say what you want. All these women, they about that money, man.
Yeah, man.
What?
Yeah.
It is not.
Not all
Yeah.
of them.
No.
Yeah.
Some of
Because
them
if it was,
yeah.
just about
if
love.
it was all about money, then
They
first
all
of all,
about that money.
if it was all about money, I wouldn't have 3 baby daddies that ain't got no money.
But you found
that's
out
when you
later.
was
You
younger.
didn't
Right,
find
find out
out.
later.
But
yeah.
if it was all about money, there are a lot of women would not be dating men who aren't able to do the things that other men are able
And
to do.
he said there are a
on
lot of
financial-
them.
Yeah, it's a lot. I know a lot of women that date men and they get.
What you think make that
financial
woman
help.
go up there and be with Usher? Was it Usher?
Or Chris Brown. Talking about what
No,
Chris
Brown
Brown.
like
Brown.
Yeah.
Ooh,
You think Chris Brown really that handsome of a fella? It's the money.
The money.
No, that wasn't about money. That was about
Chris
Michael
Brown,
Jackson. That was
yeah,
about
a lot of
lust.
women.
That was
Chris
about
Brown
lust.
is
What woman
about
think
some
Michael
kind
Jackson
of
was
So
handsome?
you don't
He
think that
was
woman,
nice, but he's got
if that was
stuff
just
done
Chris
to him.
Brown with a regular Chris Brown job, you don't think that woman would not even come close to Chris Brown trying to kiss
If
her?
he working at UPS,
But Chris Brown has a fantasy based on him being Chris
Right.
Brown. This
That was
motherfucker been
sexual.
doing this shit
That was
for
sexual
the last
and
lust.
5 years.
That was
and it's
sexual
the
and lust.
sexiest
Did you hear the
motherfucker
song that
on-
the man just
She-
dropped?
She thought she could have made a connection.
No, he was. She,
like
that was
Wi-Fi.
that was sexual. That was
Yeah,
sexual.
and monetary.
Hey, she might really love her husband. She would have left that nigga for, I'm telling you, in a heartbeat if Chris Brown said, come on.
Yeah, she would have.
I'm just saying, as a man, if
She
you
would have.
married, it ain't no. As a married man, it's no woman that you just gonna kiss right in front of your wife unless
They
you
do
ready
it
to
like that.
unless you done already packed your shit before you left.
Well,
Like you already got
business.
these, you know what I'm saying?
You a
Like
dummy
you-
anyway. Take your old lady to see Chris
and
Brown.
better go on stage
Yeah,
and kiss
drop
the
her
nigga in
ass
the
Take
out.
mouth.
your old lady to
Don't
see
go
Chris
in there.
Brown. Shit.
But it
Let me
just
tell you
the same
something.
way
These
y'all
women about
I
that
don't
money,
give a
man.
The
I
same
would-
way
I
y'all
would
have
take-
y'all fantasies going to them strip clubs. That's y'all fantasy. Women
I don't know what you're
have
talking about.
fantasies.
I wouldn't
Right.
take a
Well,
woman
you
to
know,
see.
you know what I'm talking about.
I wouldn't take a woman to see Bo Peep versus Carter Holcomb.
Right.
What?
Well, maybe I would.
All I'm saying is, it might not be that bad for the husband. Like
Best date.
if he took her there, they had some great seats. You know, odds is she might have gave him some head in the parking lot before they walked in, so he could look at Chris Brown and be like, "Hey, every time you kiss my woman, you know what you taste."
Y'all gonna
You know
get
what you
along.
taste?
Nah, bro.
Oh my
would.
I
God!
just
What
said
is
that what he
going
could
on with
say.
your
He
brain?
said.
That's what he could say.
That's what he said.
Y'all
He
gonna
could
get
say, you know what you
Yeah.
taste.
Y'all think that?
Chris Brown wild for just kissing women in the
Think that.
mouth
I don't
like
care- I
they
don't
ain't
care
out there
what your-
doing.
I don't care what your
You think
wife
this
has
woman
done?
ain't did
No,
nothing?
he probably thinking they wild for
Hold
kissing.
on, come on, Rev.
unless you
Hold on, man.
swingers, he
wild
Hold on, man. What'd you say, Rev?
Go ahead. I said, unless you like on some kind of swinging stuff, I don't care what
Right.
you have done with your wife. She get in front on stage with people and do something like that with a man, you ain't gonna be happy. They put the camera on the dude's face. He was not happy that his wife did that.
She
He should have been like that nigga on 5 Heartbeats. Every night I got to prove my love.
She had to get Uber home or get one of them cars with no driver.
It was quite embarrassing.
Or
You
worse
could
than
tell he
that,
was
get a
embarrassed.
car and Tiger Woods driving that motherfucker.
They
You
need
could
to
tell he
do it.
was
Where are they
embarrassed. He was-
now?
he
You
was
know what I'm
not
saying? Where they
good.
go back and see if what the people they still together. If she got a black eye or not. If she got less teeth than she had when she
Some
kissed
stuff,
Chris
some
Brown.
stuff a little bit.
Well,
Maybe she got less teeth now.
I mean,
she might got two less
I'm not
teeth.
gonna say I didn't have a fantasy about Janet Jackson. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't go on stage and kiss her in the mouth. You know
Not
what
in
I'm
front of
saying?
your lady.
Yeah, not in front of my lady.
In the mouth. Where would you kiss him?
And I'm straight on that goddamn.
We'll be back. You're listening to DISRACE. That turned into a relationship show. Is we hot?
Or is we not?
Or is we not? He can't even answer. He ain't got a
Yeah,
clue.
you hot. I can hear you.
He just over there just pushing buttons and shit.
You hot.
But what I'm saying is, the nigga been here 12 months.
Huh?
I thought he was in training.
That nigga be so high. He don't even
so
know.
high.
I'm just
He don't even
saying.
know he here tonight.
Yeah, he don't.
Are we
Huh?
hot now?
He be so
Well,
high.
I got some good news. Well, let's do the bad news in Atlanta first before I get to the good news. Y'all can't even have a parade, man. They had the 4-4 parade. Somebody
Oh,
got
man,
killed
yeah, two
at the
people got
parade.
shot.
What the hell going on?
That's that generation, man.
I don't think nobody used to get killed at the Freakniks.
A lot of babies was
I'm
made.
sure somebody
but
was
nobody
killed
got
at a
killed.
freak.
Nah.
You can't tell me all them.
No,
Nobody never got
nobody.
killed
Nobody
at a
ever got
No.
killed.
I
at the
think
freak
maybe
nick.
in the
A lot of
latter
people
years
got
might have had
robbed.
something.
A lot of
in
people
the
got
police.
robbed.
Ain't
but ain't
nobody ever
nobody
get
Never?
killed at no
Okay.
freak nick.
I don't know. I mean,
Nobody
Freaknik
ever
kind of
got
sitting there.
killed
I'm
at a
just saying,
Freaknik.
I don't want to. We didn't have
How
social
long
media.
was Freaknik?
So
Like a week long?
No, it was from Friday to that Sunday.
Weekend.
So one
Weekend.
weekend.
Yeah, Friday to that
So it was
Sunday.
one weekend in Atlanta, nobody got shot, but every other weekend, niggas would get shot.
Like I said,
See,
that's a whole
that's
different
what I'm
generation,
saying.
man.
One at a time now. Huh?
That's what I'm saying.
What'd you say, Sherman?
That was a whole different generation back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Them,
Yeah.
them kids that's killing people now wasn't even born when Freaknik came out.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Freaknik was in the 90s. These
Yeah.
kids, what, in their 20s
They-
now? No, man, them kids.
I'll
was
admit
born.
there were like no shooters or anything at Piedmont. Like none of that went off and on. I'm with you, but it's far stretched to say like nothing happened during
Well,
Freaknik. I know there were some
did I just
arrests.
say
Yeah,
niggas
we
got
saying
robbed?
No, but we saying
Somebody
nobody
get
got
shot.
shot or
Right.
killed.
Niggas was getting robbed.
Well, you know, Atlanta had a lot of events.
No,
Jack the
man.
Rapper was here too.
Yeah,
A lot of fights happened. Jack the Rapper.
but ain't nobody get killed.
But they tried.
Well,
But they
yeah,
said.
Can't say that.
No, I take that back. Jack the Rapper. It was some shots.
When did you move to
in the
Atlanta?
hotel. I was at Jack the Rapper.
Would you a
I
rapper
was,
there?
I was in the elevator with Snoop Dogg stuck in there with her, like, get out of here. When they were fighting against Luke,
Yeah.
Snoop ran up in the elevator with us to get away from it.
Yeah, woo, you and Diddy. No, because
Diddy
Bo
was
used to be
there.
at all
Yeah,
the Diddy
yeah,
parties.
right.
Diddy was there.
Yeah, I know. You used to be at all the Diddy
I used to be all that. You know what I'm saying?
But they reporting that the shooting was not 404 related. They said wasn't.
it was outside the park.
Yeah.
And shot
They
people.
made it very clear that it wasn't.
What they said.
On ATL Scoop, they
So
was
what
running
they
somewhere.
Who they said did the shooting? 770.
Right.
6, 7, 8.
But you know,
It was at the
Atlanta,
4-4 parade.
Atlanta, I'm telling you, when I moved down here, I said, oh my God, y'all party for everything. But when I heard that 404,
Yeah.
I was just done. I'm like, oh my God.
That
Wait
is
to 420. Wait to 420.
They
It's
ain't having
bigger
that
than
no
that.
more. They, can
They trying to
cancel all that.
replace Freaknik.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Freaknik, man, you have 500 or 1,000
You can't touch
niggas just
that.
walk into Macy's.
Yeah, take everything.
What security gonna do? They just walk in and grab.
Let them go.
So I got caught downtown one time in that Freaknik, and it was a guy coming down the street, the true story, with a hammer, busting windshield.
Ooh.
And I happened to have my AK. And he
Dead
got to my
Freaknik.
car. I put it on the dashboard. And he said, that's it.
He was
Have a good, you
Right.
have a good day.
He-
That's a true story. I was on Peachtree Street, right across from
Piedmont Park.
from the Hyatt.
From the Hyatt. Okay, yeah.
DC, you brought your
all those
AK.
things.
Were you expecting problems?
I was.
Yeah.
I was
It was a
Freaknik,
good
so I
day.
didn't know. But I had to go
Right.
downtown because my accountant was down there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I had that AK.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
then,
I put it on dashboard.
Was the
So
mayor,
you had spent so much money on pussy, you had to go directly to your accountant to re-up.
oh my
Let me tell you
God.
something.
He was like, see, I had ran out of money. I was on the
I-
south side.
you
but
know,
pussy on the south side. I had to
I've
go
never
get
had
my-
to buy. I've never had to buy.
But
Now,
they
I'm
be
not-
hungry.
I'm
They be
not-
hungry
I'm not
and want to drink and stuff
You know,
too.
I'm not
Right.
no Denzel Washington or Billy D. Williams,
right.
but I'm not a weight ball.
Ooh, but you Don DC Carrot. So there it is. There it is.
I don't know what that means exactly. I don't know what that
everybody
means.
else knows what it- what- everybody else
Well,
know what the
know
hell
what
it
it
means.
means.
But I'm just saying, Denzel, you know, it's cool. Shit.
Yeah.
But you know.
He said he think he's more of a heartthrob than you.
No, I don't think I'm all that. But you know, let me tell you like this: if it was 3 people left on the earth, me, weight ball, and a woman,
Yeah.
I bet you I can get them.
I bet you I could too.
Tell
No.
him, wait,
But
ball.
wait,
She say
ball.
scientifically.
Nah, as long as I'm cool with sloppy seconds, don't they? Shit, don't get it wrong. Now you can have a first, but we gonna run a train now. Shit, it's 3 of us. We gonna run a train now. My nickname is Caboose.
Wait,
You know
ball.
what I'm saying?
Wait, ball.
I be
Oh my
Wait,
God.
ball. He gonna show up in the Rolls Royce. That's gonna tickle her fancy right there. You know. Oh, okay.
She still gonna need a foot rub after her. After her fancy get tickled.
I wish the hell
I'ma
you,
get in
I
when
wish
I
the
fit
hell you
in.
would touch my feet.
Oh wow.
Hey man, did y'all see where Trick Daddy was invited to perform at the AKA?
Yeah.
That's their fault.
And
I
Trick
love the way
Daddy,
he be
that's what I
dancing. That dude a
said.
fool, man.
And
That's
Trick
their
Daddy went up there being Trick Daddy.
Yeah.
And they stopped the show and everything.
Yeah.
Trick Daddy was up there. They had them old AKAs in there.
Yeah.
Trick Daddy talking about eating all of them. And they
Yeah.
were just like, oh, hell no. What is going on here?
But why did they do that?
Why would they book? I remember
Got Trick
about
Daddy
5
dancing
years ago.
too.
You remember Bo P? I forget. It was like a it wasn't NAACP, but it was another thing, and they booked Eddie Griffin, and the guy stopped the show
Right.
in the middle of the show. He said, "Oh no, son,
Yeah.
no. Here, you done got your money, but get out of here. We ain't gonna." Who was that guy? The guy owned. It's like a billionaire brother.
Robert Johnson?
It wasn't Robert Johnson, but it was one of Robert Johnson's.
Compadres.
Yeah.
Or was it Byron Allen?
No, it wasn't.
I don't
Byron
remember who it
Allen.
was,
I
but I
don't know
remember
who it
the
was.
I remember the incident. I just don't remember the location and the
But
time.
I felt the same
Was
way
it a
about
National Baptist
that.
Convention?
If you book a comic like that, I mean,
Yeah.
or you
Yeah.
book an act like Trick Daddy, and then the woman that booked him talking about, well, I told him what not to say. It don't
You
work
can't
like
do
that.
that.
You can't do that.
Wait, ball,
Can't do that.
they booked me one time for a spot. He did, and like
That's a whole different story.
I didn't know. I didn't post the curse.
You knew.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You knew.
They didn't tell me that.
You knew, Bo.
When you book me, you know what the fuck I say.
That's what he said. That's what his excuse
But in
was.
that
He's like,
situation-
well, shit, you booked me, motherfucker. You know what I was gonna do. I was like, goddamn, boy.
You know.
The crowd didn't have a problem with it.
Now I did do this the other day. I was in Detroit. My main man, Rem Sheffield. But he used to own a comedy club. So I was at a building he had bought and renovated.
Right.
So I thought it was a club. But later on I found out it was his church. After the show.
Storefront.
But it didn't look like no church. It looked
Right,
like a
right,
club.
Yeah.
So man, I was cussing my ass off. And after the show, because he was there, was my man, big civil rights attorney,
Crump.
Ben Crump was
Ben
there.
Crump, yeah.
And we all had a ball, but then somebody, it wasn't nobody,
Yeah,
just a
offended.
regular person said, DC, you know this is a church. I said, you shitting me.
Right.
I didn't know, man.
He's probably a new startup church who
It was
had
a
it in the
church.
building
Right.
and stuff.
He
Yeah.
had
No
bought
front.
this building.
Yeah.
Rem Sheffield, his daughter just became the mayor of Detroit.
Right.
And I guess he got a deal on this building. He bought it and converted it to a church.
Yeah.
But when I
Happens
came
sometimes.
out, it wasn't no
No.
crosses or
Was
nothing.
they serving alcohol?
They serving the hell out of alcohol. Liquor
Oh,
too.
well, if they serving liquor at the church, then it ain't no church. Why they serving liquor?
It's a fellowship hall.
No,
It's a
yeah,
fellowship hall.
yeah, that's what it is.
But they see, I mean, me and Hopefully you do a lot of shows, right? Churches and stuff. And I would never stand on the pulpit and do my show. I would never stand up there. So my
Smart
mama
man.
told me, you got enough places to act stupid. Don't stand on nobody's pulpit and
Yep.
do that.
That's
so I
true.
would stand in the front. They'd be like, why you do that? I said, I told my mama I wasn't going to stand up there and act a fool like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And hey, they book who you book. Sometimes a little SHIT
I mean,
came out
if
or
you
something,
if you as a comic, if you take a gig
you know
where
how
you
to
know
do
you
it.
got some
Right.
parameters
Right.
and you take the show knowing about the parameters, then common sense tell you to act accordingly. You know.
Well,
And at some point, you get a big enough name where they got to look you up. They should. Like if you was gonna book Andrew Dice Clay or something, you be like, you can't. And then you getting Andrew Dice Clay, whatever it is, you getting that version of
That's
it.
all he got.
Right, but I don't know if your name is big enough to just be doing that shit. If they call you for that little money, and you take the money and don't do them people like that.
I just
now you're
think-
gonna have to apologize to him next week.
No, I ain't saying he ain't funny. And I was there. He was funny. But he had them bitches clutching their
Everybody
pearl. They were like, oh, Lord. He said, girl, I'll fuck you in the head. And you in the head. And it might not have been that.
That's how Trick Daddy was. That's how Trick Daddy was.
I think Trick Daddy probably didn't even know exactly what the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority.
Oh, he knew.
No, he didn't get
Oh,
it.
he knew.
I don't know, because this guy
He knew.
Kev on stage said he went to one
He
and
knew.
he said all the wrong stuff and got booed. He said they started
He
shotgun booing him. You know,
but keep in
you
mind
would
now,
think that he would know.
He knew.
Keep in mind now, as an artist, you got your reputation to protect too.
Well, not
So-
only that,
Yeah, but
the reason they booked him is because of his popularity. And I'm sure in his mind, he like, this how I got popular.
Right.
So you gonna book me?
Right.
You gonna pay me whatever, $40,000, $50,000 because I'm popular, and this is how I got popular.
Yeah.
And then you gonna tell me come to the show and don't say this and don't say that, don't sing this, don't sing that.
Right.
I'd be like, that's gonna cost you another $25,000.
That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do is charge them more for that specificity, and then, I mean, as
But
Trick
as
Daddy,
an artist, though, that does cramp. Unless you have that flexibility,
done.
you know, I could perform without cussing.
Right.
I'm sure if I
can.
ever tried, but I never tried.
We done television show. They tell you can't.
Yeah, on TV you can't cuss.
yeah.
You know, but you know,
But when you get up there, you hire me. You know who you hired.
yeah.
the other
That's why
thing
you hired
is,
me. But that's how you hired. That's why you hired me.
for a musician, you generally gonna sing the song the way it is. Like as a comedian, you have more adaptability.
Yeah, you
like
got-
you was
you
talking
got-
about Kev
No,
on stage.
'cause most
I can tweak
artists-
what I'm doing, but
You gotta get a radio version.
even most
So
musical artists have a
you
radio,
got a radio
version.
version.
Right.
You ain't gonna get up there and do your cussing version.
Right.
Right.
When you know you got a radio version.
But
Especially about them
Same.
artists, them
Like if you sing
Miami
a
bass
man-
artists, them dudes go always say
Like
something.
you saying, like what's his name? Got this song, man need 3 women. One to hold you down.
Oh yeah.
One another
One
to
to hold
build
you
you
up.
up.
And one that really don't give a.
Yeah.
If you're gonna leave,
Go ahead.
and leave.
One monkey don't stop no show.
I was like, dang.
Yeah.
This train go keep on rolling.
Let's keep on.
I couldn't believe they playing that on the radio. He's bleeping it out. I
And the
couldn't believe
women
they
be
playing.
dancing and jamming.
yeah.
That song come on. That dance. I'm like, y'all know what he's saying, right?
Because
Yeah.
they're one of them.
Yeah.
They be like, I'm gonna tear that nigga down, girl. I'm gonna tear that nigga down. I'm gonna tear his ass down, girl. That's what I'm gonna do.
Girl, I'm the one that's holding them down.
I'm the one.
And I'm the one that don't really give a F.
When we
I'm
come,
the one gonna have sex on the bus.
when we
think
come
that's
back,
the
I
third.
want to. Well, I mean, we got a lot of shit going on, man, in sports. Angel Reese coming to Atlanta.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. You
Yeah,
listen to
be
This
right
Race.
back with that bullshit.
Atlanta Bobby.
All right, already. Angel Reese, man,
There she go.
is coming to the ATL.
Walking double.
With Brianna,
Playoffs.
we got Brianna Grimes too. She there too.
Brittany.
Brittany Griner.
Brittany
He
Grimes.
said Brianna.
Who you
Grimes.
talking about?
I was like, who are you talking
I
about?
mean, we know the big girl.
Brittany Grimes?
Brittany Grimes. She's
Yeah,
Atlanta.
Brittany
See,
Grimes.
that was some fake news I got that time. They said they did a genetic test and barred her from the WNBA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was AI.
Yeah, that's one of them articles you be reading sometimes. Just wanna-
Only
we got
DC
you.
So they on the
So,
same team?
We got
Yeah.
Brittany Griner.
They talking about they gonna be the
The
best
Atlanta
combo
Queen.
since
I'm gonna mess
Michael
around.
Jordan and Pippen or something.
I'm gonna mess around and go to a woman.
Yeah, we got
Oh,
that.
the
trying to watch
tickets
it.
going. They playing at the
Oh, the tickets
Mercedes-Benz
went
now.
straight up.
At
Tickets went up.
Mercedes-Benz.
Mercedes-Benz or State Farm?
I think they
I'm
say
gonna
the
mess around
cheapest
and go
ticket
to
went
State
from
Farm.
like
Yeah, State Farm.
$34 to $68.
Tickets went
I
up.
don't give a damn how
And her
much.
jersey sold out.
Mama couldn't
I
even get a
trying
jersey.
to watch. I be trying to watch women's basketball. I just can't. It's like soccer to me. After a while, I just be like,
Only certain teams.
Man, they good,
Yeah.
man.
I
Women,
think they need to do
But
two
they
things.
good now, man. They play like this.
we
I
got
think they
that.
need two things.
Yeah.
They need to speed the game up, and they need to lower the goal. If
Put
you
the goal
get
at
them
8 feet
heifers
so they can be
dunking,
dunked.
yeah,
Yeah.
them heifers can dunk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
that's
you lower the
excitement.
goal
If you
from
get it-
10 feet just to 9 feet, which is a big difference.
Yeah.
they got
That's
some girls from the high school not
no.
dunking.
Yes.
They got some girls
Yeah,
from the
they-
high school
yeah.
not dunking.
The high school,
You got a
they
few
just
bu-
had a McDonald's All-American
Yeah.
game, and I think they had the girls.
Yeah.
The girls was in the dunk contest.
I mean, you got a couple of them, but what DC saying like on a breakaway and on a turnover, you got
every
one that
girl
can just
can't
really
dunk.
flush
But
it. Yeah, not every girl can't go with it.
The rim ought to be automatic. So if a girl got a breakaway, just lower that motherfucker.
No, you can't.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think we need to do that. I don't think we need to lower the
I
rim
like,
for
I like the
women,
fact
man.
that women play the game below the rim. They skilled. They technical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like
They
the way
still
that
they still
ain't
keep it
dunking.
fundamental.
That's because they
Pass.
can't reach the rim.
Right.
But I'm saying is
That's like
their
going
game,
to
DC,
going to a handicap game and say, I like the way he rolled around in a wheelchair because he can't walk.
But DC, but if you watch them play this game, it's more technique and skill.
I
It
actually
is.
agree with you there because if you're looking at the NBA now, to me, I used to be a big fan of the NBA and watch it all the way through the playoffs every year. But at this point, when I watch the game, it just ain't what it
You
used
still
to
are
be.
pretty
There's
big.
no defense.
Yeah, I'm still big,
Ain't
just
no
not as much
defense,
of a
all-
fan.
all the show now.
There's
But
no
there's no defense. It's no mid-range game as much. They give up layups for three-pointers. I'm like, come on, man. I don't like watching y'all.
It's 3 or less.
Just keep
That's the name
on
of the
jacking
game.
up
Jacking up
three-pointers.
threes.
So I don't like to see that no
That's
more.
the name of
But
the game.
The women
a
game,
woman's
you can see 'em.
game, a woman's game, they got more of the
Motion.
stuff that you
That
miss.
is true.
They playing a little more
They playing.
defense,
Yeah,
especially when
that
it's
is
the
true.
high level of the women's. I
Let me
wouldn't want to
ask,
see
let me
that.
ask you this though.
That is
Let me
true.
ask you this: what is the most exciting play of basketball?
When Angel Reese get a rebound but can't make the layup.
Ooh.
No, I'm just bullshit.
No,
The
when
most exciting, the most exciting play in basketball is
When
the
somebody
dunk.
dunk.
But
I would say-
also a 3-pointer.
Yeah, that
That's
3-pointer
contested.
now.
Yeah,
When
it
Steph
all
starts
depends.
shooting that
It all
thing.
When Steph shooting that thing.
When
Yeah.
Steph starts shooting, he kind of changed the dynamic
Threes add up
now.
more than twos. I just put it like that.
Yeah.
Threes add up more
50
than
more
twos.
percent. But you cannot, you cannot be creative shooting a 3-point.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can. When you got a man all in your face.
DC, I'm gonna
I
say
mean,
that.
That shot.
You
Steph,
really
I would
can't
say until about 10
be
years
creative
old.
dunking in a game. You got is in a game you limited. It ain't like a dunk contest.
Oh no, you're wrong about
in
that.
a game you generally not 360.
I've seen some niggas do some incredible shit.
Yeah, like
in the
one or
game.
two niggas could do that. Like you talking about like a
Just
Dr.
like
J,
that. One
a
or
Vince
two niggas.
Carter, you know,
But
a handful of
I ain't
people that's
gonna lie.
going.
When John Morant come down the
windmill in the
lane,
game.
and when you see John Morant, Anthony Edwards, them kind of guys who really get
They
up
don't
there,
put on a show,
right.
man.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah,
They gonna
yeah,
put it in
because they
corner.
can't touch them no
Put
more.
the
That's why they
corner.
get up in that lane and everybody just move out the
Well,
way.
the basketball is a non-contact sport. That's how it started out.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it
No,
was
it
a
didn't. Watch the
non-contact
80s.
sport. when
Watch
it
the
started.
80s.
Well, that's the 80s, but I say it started out as a non-contact sport.
Well, DC, I will
That's
say
how
this.
the
Until
game
about
started
10 years
out.
ago,
There's
I would be dead on with you. The dunk about 10 years ago, maybe toward the dunk definitely was a thing, man. But man, when the Splash Brothers was on,
Yeah.
man, when Clay was pulling
Yeah,
it
man.
without, I mean, not even dribbling and catching that thing and shooting it from the quarter line and that was it was exciting. Now you were like, whoa, that was something we had never seen.
It was freakish.
In the college-
most exciting play in basketball is the dunk.
The dunk.
It is.
All right,
Even
so,
with Caitlin Clark shooting from the logo too. I mean, that gets you hype now.
That's good.
So DC, I watched the college basketball competition for the 3-point and the dunk the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Shaq's son won the Shaq's son won the dunk competition.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they wasn't that excited. But the 3-point, when the girls were making more than the boys, the girl beat the boy
Yeah.
in the 3-point competition.
They should be ashamed of themselves.
And,
Okay.
and
No, they
everybody
shouldn't.
Not nothing to be ashamed
Everybody was
of.
jumping
That's
up.
Okay.
Them
So
girls
the
can shoot,
girls,
though.
so the girls beat the boy. Now you think the girl team could beat the boy team?
Nope.
No.
Okay then. So what are you talking about? You know, so the
3
girl
point,
beat
ain't
the
nobody
boy.
guarding you. You just shooting.
Yeah.
The girls
Yeah.
can shoot. They got more
But I'm
technique.
saying is a 3-pointer is just as
Just
exciting
form
as a dunk.
No, it's
nowadays.
not. No,
I
it-
think
it's
what-
not.
In the right situation, DC.
One thing y'all ain't even mentioning, and I feel you, the dunk versus the 3-pointer, but I feel like if you talking about one play, some of the best plays I've ever seen be that block. Like if you remember LeBron
Yeah,
block where
nice
he won,
block.
he almost won. He won the championship with the block. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kyrie
Yeah.
still had to hit a game-winning
That
shot.
happens.
But I remember that block almost
That
more
happens.
than Kyrie shot.
You just like stuff you can't do.
No,
I understand.
Tayshaun Prince had an amazing block for that Detroit team that really
Stop
was like
coping on
it was
them.
a highlight of it really.
That's
Sometimes
probably
a good block could be the highlight, just as
It's
good.
probably
as
one of the most
anything else.
underrated defensive performers in the NBA Finals ever. Tayshaun Prince.
That
guarding Kobe
happens,
Bryant. It
but
was
on a
very underrated.
consistent basis, the most
dunk.
exciting play
Yeah.
in basketball
Is the
is
dunk.
Oh yeah,
Dunk.
'Cause
when Kevin Johnson dunked on
when-
Elijah One, and
Right. When
Tom Chambers dunked on Mark Jackson. Golly, these dudes.
But
Shout
see-
out to go ahead, Sister JJ.
Now, I just want to say something about what Bo was saying. Yeah, it did start off as a non-contact sport, but that's because white people was playing.
Exactly.
As soon as we started playing it, we was the one that brought the flavor and excitement to it. So yeah, you right. It started off as soft, but it was boring. We brought the excitement, so you gotta have some contact.
So you saying niggas come here and beat people?
That sound like what you
slapping the
said.
shit
No,
ahead.
I'm telling you, they had the Michael Jordan rule. They said if his ass came in that paint, put him on his ass.
Yeah,
Simple as that.
yeah.
Well, they was putting people on their butt before
the
Michael
thing is,
Jordan.
if there weren't no dunks in the game, it wouldn't be no sports center. Wouldn't be. They only had one sports
It
center.
is the most
when, in the
exciting.
when my Dominique Wilkins, it's called him the human highlight. He was on Sports Center every night.
Yeah.
And that was the only channel they had for sports.
I mean,
But
why
before
y'all
the
mad?
dunk-
I agree
before
y'all
the-
can't dunk. I mean, when Sherman could dunk.
Yeah,
I
I
agree
still
with
can.
you.
I'm telling you, no,
I
you
agree
can't on
with
that
you.
bad leg you got now.
But
I agree with y'all,
You
but
just can't
threes
land is
is
what it
more
is.
than two. Threes is more than two.
But I mean, it might be more than two.
points. It's another 50%.
Yeah.
I'll
But
tell you
before
another
the
thing.
dunk- Before-
Theoretically, the reason the three-pointer has practically mathematically ruined the game is if you shoot a three-pointer versus a two-pointer, you're looking at getting an additional 50% more points.
Right. But
If you shoot three-pointers at a rate that exceeds your two-point success rate by more than a third, it's to your advantage to always shoot three-pointers.
Let me write that down. Say
But-
that.
You see what I'm
If you
saying?
down- yeah.
If you shoot a three-pointer,
Two, 3 point.
It's a
if you
mathematical
shoot a two,
calculation.
mathematically,
Right.
we
Yeah, they
know
call
all
it
math
analytics
friends.
now.
I got you.
Mathematically,
Carry the
a
three, Bo.
two-pointer
Carry the
versus
three.
three-pointer. So if you shooting, I'm just throwing this number out there now.
Yeah.
If you shooting 40% in two-point thing, and you shooting 35% in three-point, it would behoove you to shoot all three-pointers because even though you're gonna make less shots, you get 50% more points,
Yeah.
3 points versus 2 points when you make a three-point.
But I'll tell you what was impressive, DC. If you look at them old Bill Russell tapes when he couldn't dunk,
Yeah.
but he still was jumping over 3 people and just drop it in there. It's like
That was good too.
that's impressive. Like, you know what? I can't even dunk it, but I'm just gonna go over all of y'all
Just lay it in there.
white guys and just
But
lob it in there,
still, even
man.
before the dunks though, the steals and crossovers was hot. That was like you steal a ball,
Yeah.
fast break.
Oh yeah, when you just shake,
cross
break ankles.
You
that's,
break
that's
them
nice
ankles.
Too.
That was hot.
Ivan
before
Iverson,
the dunk
them
stuff.
type
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
It's
Tim
weird.
Hardaway.
It's
Yeah.
weird though. Even those guys were doing it, but they blackballed Pete Maravich for doing it. Pete Maravich
Because
was
it was
doing
hot dog.
all the stuff that we see the AIs and all the people doing. Pete Maravich, they kind of like You ain't really that good because he doing too much. They did not like his style of ball.
Because he played like a nigga. That's
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
To change
It's
something
crazy.
just a little bit, but the same thing.
Right.
I didn't know the NBA got people who follow the team who does suggest what socks to wear on which court in your shoes. Did you know that?
That's just a waste of money.
They got guys who tell
Waste of money.
them what socks to wear on each court. What what's going to be. I think they got a
Superstitious.
sock
No.
consultant.
When,
man,
when
it's
Michael
a
Jordan
science.
came out with his shoe, they was finding him every night.
Yeah.
Every
They,
night-
they got some new chairs now.
For the player to sit in.
Yeah, they massage you, they hire.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
They electric, all the chairs electric, and they hire and they heat your ass.
Oh wow.
You don't even want to go
It's
back
funny
in the
if
game.
if you go on YouTube and YouTube Michael Jordan's first game wearing the Air Jordans.
Yeah.
Those announcers dog that shoe out.
Yeah.
All
And
they
now-
say is how
now
ugly it is.
A lot of them now
You
be wearing
can't put it-
mismatch shoes.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it was the announcers. It was because it was Jordan versus Barkley. Barkley was a rookie, and I mean the announcer like, "This is an ugly shoe."
Yeah.
I hope who convinced Michael to get this shoe is one of the ugliest things I ever seen. I was like, man,
Because
they was on the shoe more than it was commentating the game.
Top line of the shoe is Converse.
Yeah, the
Everybody
weapons.
want to be, even Mike want Converse.
Yeah, the weapons.
Yeah.
Hey, there you have it.
You remember
That's
back in the
most-
day though, the Converse they had no soul in it. It was just
But-
I don't want to
but-
have them guys play
Nah,
like that.
Talking about the
first
Chucks.
of all,
Chuck Taylor.
Chuck
First of
Taylor.
all, them guys back there was harder than these new guys. Shoes $400, and you spraining your ankle, tearing your Achilles. Back then they had Chuck
Well,
Taylors.
Taylors.
Chuck Taylors.
I'm gonna disagree with you on that. Let me tell you something, man. These boys now physically are so much better, so much stronger
Yeah, yeah.
than
Coming
those
out of high
guys
school.
back then.
And they
so
get
you can
hurt so
talk
much
about
faster.
the greatest of all time. Them guys were not up against.
But they don't have the same
athletes.
bone density.
They not up against the athletes of the day. These guys, man, these guys lifting. I remember when basketball players did not lift weights.
Nah.
These guys lifting weights. They doing cardio. They got their own personal doctors.
Yeah.
They got their own personal dietitians. They got their own personal dope dealers. They buying the best drugs. They getting the best cocaine.
Get the best
money
cocaine.
can
I
buy.
know that's right.
They getting the
I
best
mean,
steroids money can
I
buy.
just think muscle
So it ain't no
development was
comparison.
built different. I'm not gonna say
was.
these
No,
when the
guys.
ankles
I ain't
breaking
gonna say these guys. I ain't
faster.
gonna say these guys was like any strong because I still don't. I can look at the league now. And maybe other than Shaq, if you bring Wilt into the league now, Wilt would destroy the league with
Yeah.
the way it is.
Just
So
like Kareem.
it's because basketball is always going to be to me, even though you got
Well,
strength, it's a skill
I
game.
beg to differ. We're too slow for the league now.
I'm not,
Nah,
man,
please.
no.
Well,
Come on,
too
man.
light in the ass for the. Hey, listen, man.
Man.
Them boys now. Them boys be specimens, man.
Yeah, man.
Now you
But
can say
coming out of high school.
If
Oh,
Wilt
he getting
was
hurt.
growing up
Coming out of
now,
high
he would be
school.
more
because
strong
they
based
too
on
muscle
training.
bound. That's why
No,
they
man.
get
Go
hurt.
look at 5 minutes of Tony Kukoc.
Kareem
And
played
Tony
in low
Kukoc was
top
good.
Why they get
Adidas
hurt? Because they're
for
too
40
muscle-
years and never got hurt.
Man.
That's all they had.
Go look at 5 minutes of Tony Kukoc. And I thought about it. If you put
Man.
Kevin Durant on Tony Kukoc and go back, just look at how they
Right.
play it.
Yeah.
I don't know if KD could stop Tony Kukoc, man.
Well, I know.
You better- I mean, with the way he passed and
Yeah.
all that would be a problem. Just watch. All I'm saying,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
watch 5 minutes
Yeah.
of Tony Kukoc
These
in his
boys
prime.
now are physically
More gifted.
far more developed.
They travel
than
more, and the
guys back
game
in
is
the
the
day.
game is not
They
as
start playing
physical. So
at
you
an
They don't
early
call
age.
traveling no more.
They play all year
Yeah,
long.
they travel
No,
all
they
day
don't.
long. But that's because the referee can't figure out what them niggas doing. Them niggas be traveling and then it'd be like 3 or 4 seconds later. You be like, wait a minute, did that nigga travel?
I mean,
But you
they
don't
got a
get
hezzy
short.
move. I don't know, man.
I think that these guys today they may have a lot more opportunities, but the guys from the past they were tougher. They were
Man.
tougher.
I
Yeah,
know
they're
that's
tougher.
right.
But these guys now,
Nah.
yeah, they don't hold
I
up.
mean, have
like,
we
and
really
I
seen
love
a 69
basketball, but
point
they don't
DC?
hold
Nah,
up like.
they might be crazy. I know. Remember, Dick Buckers was talking about football. He said, "Man, we never would come out of the game because we had a sprained ankle or a
Right,
sprain."
right.
Yeah, but you wasn't making $100 million either.
Right.
But
So,
my
you
thing
know,
is
all
this,
that changed
okay,
the game,
if you pay $75 to see Michael Jordan and he said, I ain't playing tonight.
Well, they got rules against that.
Michael never
Guys
do that.
can't just come out like leading up to the playoffs. You can't
Low
just
manager.
bench your stars because they might get hurt. I mean,
But they doing
that's-
it.
No, they can't do it. They can't do it. They get fined. They got to play.
What? Talking
If
about your
they
players?
fake an injury or
Yeah,
something.
they go in 2 minutes
If
and
you in
come
the
out.
NBA, they
limping.
got to play. When people show
But
up
that
to
just
see 'em.
passed this year. Now they
They
was
got
able
to
to. Oh, I got
Right,
low
2 years,
man.
3
Yeah,
years
I
ago.
was say I went to some games and they was like They ain't playing, but that
Yeah,
was
if they hurt
yeah.
or they fake an injury, but anyway, what I was getting at, the problem I have with this declaring a GOAT, the greatest of all time, you can't do it because the times are different. And to say somebody's the greatest of all time is just it's asinine. You can say you're greatest of their time or greatest of this time.
Well, up until
but
this
to
point,
say greatest of all time
is the greatest of all time.
Who the greatest of all time?
Oh, I'd have to give it to MJ.
that's an argument. You know, in basketball, you talking about Jordan.
I'd have to give it to MJ.
Greatest of our time.
Of our
but
time.
will there never be a guy as bad as Michael? And
Well, I mean,
would he have
I
had the
mean,
success he had if he was going up against what's that?
Wembanyama?
Watermanye and
Wembanyama.
San Antonio and the other
Chet Holmgren from Oklahoma.
Jokic and all
So
that.
you know,
I wholeheartedly believe that when certain people have a certain drive that it transcends whatever. I believe that if Michael Jordan was to come out right now, I mean, of course, he would have to still be trained like these people getting trained
Michael
now.
was born in
So if
89.
he coming out and he's still being trained in the AAU ball and having all the best stuff, in the end, his drive is gonna take him to be where Michael Jordan was.
I think
anyway.
Mike, by the day's rule, with the way Michael
he's going
plays,
80 and 90.
Michael would probably be like about
'Cause they
at least
can't
50,
touch
60.
him.
You can't touch him.
Can't
That's
touch him.
crazy, man. like and he ran a 4.3. People understand that. Clockwise, Michael ran a 4.340.
Hey,
and
man.
that's that's
I'm not
moving.
gonna name him, but I personally know a referee. Now I'm gonna tell you something. But this is how sports is show business.
Yeah.
So I was talking to him one night. I said, hey, man, how y'all call fouls when nigga just get close to Mike and you let him knock the shit out of somebody? He said, DC, do you know how much more money we making since Mike became a star?
Yeah.
And this is what he said. I mean, this guy was a NBA ref. He said, you think I'm going to let somebody hurt him?
Right.
I mean, that's what he said.
Straight up. Straight up. And
He
then,
said, you think I'm going to let somebody hurt
But
him?
he had to come a star first now in the beginning now. The Celtics
Oh,
and
he
the
can
Pistons
play
didn't care now.
He can play
Well,
now.
we know-
But I'm just saying, these guys now are stronger.
Yeah.
They're just stronger, man.
Okay.
I feel like Michael Jordan played defense. You really don't see nobody playing both sides of the ball for the game. Like you might see him
Scottie Pippen
get tight a little bit.
Lock
I
a
mean,
lot of
ain't
these
nobody
boys
to
down
break the
today.
backboard. I know y'all sitting there saying they strong. I just think the muscles look different in the development. I mean, you look at Joker. Can we honestly say is Joker stronger than Shaq when Shaq was in his prime?
Nope.
I just can't say that. I mean, I hear what you're saying. You know,
There you go with all
but-
that all or nothing
yeah.
shit. Now I'm not saying all of them now are
But you said
stronger
they're stronger.
than all of them back then. I'm just saying as a whole, in general, the players are. You didn't see boys like Draymond Green.
Right.
You didn't see these muscle-bound guys playing basketball 30 years ago, man. You didn't see it. What are you talking?
Draymond is no bigger than what's his name from Portland, Buck whatever, and Kevin Duckworth. Them dudes is just as big
You
as
can
Draymond.
always name exceptions to the rule. I'm talking about the rules. In general, you got to be crazy to be arguing with me that these boys now are not more physically developed and
Right.
stronger
And this
than
game-
even
the game
10 or
is faster.
15 years ago.
The game is
You
faster.
didn't
I'm not
see
gonna say that.
nobody
I
out
would
there
say the
like-
muscle
ain't
look and
nobody out there
development.
now like Bill
I'm
Russell.
saying they have a
So-
much higher level
Just
of
because
training.
you weight
Or
strong, that don't mean you
Kareem,
cock
lower
strong. You
age.
got guys that work the form that are strong. These guys that don't lose weight. That's all I'm saying, DC. And there's to me, there's a
I'm
better skill
telling
set
you.
back then than there is now.
These boys now
The
are
science
bigger,
of sports
they're
has
stronger,
evolved so much. So
they're eating better,
Well,
so
that's
that's
true.
why they better. It's not because
and they got the best dope that money can buy.
Oh God!
Right,
Oh
exactly.
God!
Yeah.
But at the same way,
Vitamins in your cocaine.
kids nowadays they got a lot more gluten and sugar, and it be other stuff that it wasn't part of the. They was probably eating oatmeal. You know, them niggas was raised on oatmeal
Hey, man, let me tell you
and
something.
Cream of
Them
wheat.
guys
right. That's
Hold
a
on.
different type of
Let me tell you
it
something.
is
Them guys
different.
back in the day was in shape. Magic Johnson said they were having sex with his cheerleaders at halftime.
I'm
What?
just trying to
What?
figure out.
What?
Okay,
Oh,
all
my
I'm saying
God.
is,
What
my thing
are
is,
you
I'm
talking
just
about,
saying.
Bo?
And
Magic
smoking
Johnson
and dressing
said
and
they
smoking
was- and smoking
and smoking
drinking.
and dressing at halftime in the locker room.
Exactly.
yeah,
But go ahead, Red.
All I'm saying is, none of us would be hard pressed to say that Bulls team that won 73 games can beat any team that we've seen now. So how are they? You just go, this generation right here is better today. When none of us would put all our money on that
I'm
anybody
talking
would beat
about
that Bulls
as a
team.
whole. as a whole. Now, if you just take the players of the day and I could put together a team, I could put together a team that could beat them.
But then we could take a team
Okay, no, I
from
wanna
that
play.
era
I wanna
and
play.
put it against
It
them.
would be tight.
What's your
It would be
team?
a tight game.
I want to play. What's your team?
You want to play?
Yeah, no, I mean, you say you could put together a team.
Oh, you put that young boy out of. You put that boy. Who's the white boy playing for? Kid. He's 19 years old, man.
Yeah,
He's
Flag.
gonna score 50
Cooper
to-
Flag.
Yeah,
Cooper
he bad.
Flag.
Yeah.
You
He a
take
bad boy.
him. You take Steph.
Yep.
You take Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
You take Watoyambe or whatever his name
Yambe.
is.
Your Wemby.
And if you look at him compared to last year, they got him in the weight room. He done put on 50, 60 pounds.
Yeah.
And if you take that boy
Anthony
from
Edwards.
Milwaukee, you take Anthony Edwards, you take the boy from Milwaukee, Giannis,
Giannis.
and you say what you want.
Okay,
But
but this is the
Stephen and
thing.
Michael Jordan get their ass whipped. I'm
They
telling
got to
you.
play 80s
If all of them were together,
They gotta
I'm
play
telling
80
you, man.
80s rules.
But you would still have to cherry pick a team from the 80s. You couldn't
No.
take the all-star
Go
team.
get Detroit.
Okay,
From
so
the
you
80s and
picked the
90s.
team
Taking
from
the
the
Ro-
80s.
ho,
Wait a minute,
ho,
Ryan.
team.
Wait a minute, Ryan.
Give me one now.
So
What?
you picked the team from. He picked the. Now you
This
picked
the oldest
80s.
debate in the world. I know every day on my timeline they show you which team will win, and every day you can pick a team. They be like, you get to spend $10 and
Yeah.
you get $5 for
Right.
these players. You know, and then
But
you
I'm
go,
saying DC
it's
picked
100
his,
ways
you
to make a
picked the old
team that
school
can
team.
win. It's
Pick
all
the old school team. He picked the new school. You picked the old school.
you try to make some kind of challenge. I would make sure I had Kareem.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would make sure I had Kareem. I would make sure I had Jordan. And really, if you got them two, you can fill in the gap with
Get the
like
rest of
Isaiah Thomas's. You can
Okay.
you can pick an Isaiah Thomas, but it's probably 2 or 3 other point guards you can
You
pick
got
if you
two
wanted
more.
to.
I would get all the boys from Detroit when they had the bad boys and they play 80s rules.
And they get blue out.
And
No.
get
They're gonna get
top
blue
of
out.
the
They
day
would
with
get
top
blue
of
out.
the
They're gonna get blue out. You know why?
They would get blue out.
Threes, and everyone he picked can shoot the three.
Every time they shoot
Everyone
a three,
he
they
said
still
can
going to
shoot
the
the
ground.
three.
You got. Let me tell you something, man.
Yeah.
And I don't want to turn to a sports show. That's Brian's thing. But you got 6'8", 6'9" guards now.
Yeah, man.
Who you gonna put Isaiah Thomas up against 6'8", 6'9" guards?
Exactly. And these boys run the flow like deers.
You got
They run the flow like
Isaiah Thomas.
You
deers.
got Kevin Durant.
You
down there
just,
7
you
feet
just put
tall.
Steph Curry on your
That
team,
can
so
handle the
Isaiah
ball.
Thomas can guard Steph Curry.
Nah.
Nah.
I'll tell you who would be a better
they
guard
the
than
same.
Steph Curry. Kevin Durant.
He's
7 feet tall, can handle the ball, man. What are you talking
better
about?
He's
guard.
not gonna
Kyrie
handle the
Irving.
ball well
Put
against.
Kyrie Irving in there as the point guard. Oh, come on now. Let Steph play the two. Come on
Is
now.
Kyrie Irving necessarily better than AI? And you can put AI at the point if you want, but
I ain't gonna say that 'cause
point is
AI
I would
my boy.
put together a
That's a good
team
one.
because there's
That's
only
a good
so many
one.
points to score, so I would put together a team.
That's a good one.
If I already got Kobe and I got Kareem,
My
I don't need a
point-
point guard that score 50 points.
My point was.
You don't need everybody to score 50
My
points.
point was and is. You cannot say the greatest of all time because the times have changed, and these boys now
Yeah.
are a different breed.
Yeah.
They're a different breed. They're a different human specimen
Yeah.
than 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Now Jordan
Back in
and Pippen back in their day, they were bad as dudes around.
Back in the day, the
Kareem
game was-
Abdul-Jabbar.
Back in the day, the game was thrown into the middle first. Now that's out.
But y'all saying that, but we ain't got
It's a
nobody
rabbit
breaking.
ball
These guys like Daryl Dawkins could break the goal. Shaq, like we ain't seeing
That's
guys
because
that do
they
that.
made the
But they
backboard
fixed-
differently.
right, they made the
literally
frame.
make the
breakaway
backboard so you
rims. They
can't.
still make breakaway rims,
It's not
man.
the
I'm talking
same
about
one
these
as
guys.
today, man.
Bro.
The ones he was breaking
All
last
I'm
night,
saying
the
is
same ones.
Like I said, I'm with you, boss man. I ain't gonna turn to a sports show, but I'm gonna let it.
But I will say, genetically, at this point, we are in an advancement. Like, okay, sports medicine and all of that has gotten better, but now we seeing players that are the product of other sports players mating. It's like 3 generations of sports in a family. So both of their parents, one of them be a volleyball
I
player,
don't-
one of them
I
be a
don't-
soccer
I
player,
don't buy that
and now they a
bullshit.
football. Oh, you know what
So
I'm saying?
Magic and Cookie, they got E.J. Johnson.
Oh my God.
We'll be back.
But maybe
We'll be
when
back.
EJ have a
Listen to
baby,
this.
it's going to the NBA. It's gonna skip a generation. When EJ have his baby,
So according to you, E.J. Johnson ought to be in the NBA.
Somebody said it's good today. They like it.
Are we hot?
Yep.
You gotta be checking because you know the brains are out. The brains are out of here. Shout out to Savannah Guthrie. She's back on the Today Show.
Yay, Savannah.
Boy, you talk about no closure, man.
Yeah.
Her mother, as y'all know, was
Kidnapped.
kidnapped or whatever.
That's sad.
I
man.
just cannot believe in today's time with all these cameras, and it was out in a remote area, so the car had to pass several cameras getting out there, and they have no clue about who kidnapped.
And they had a camera at the house. They got the guy coming up to the camera.
They got the guy on camera.
Yeah.
They can't read his eyeball. You know, I was at a Vandenberg Air Force Base, and they can look at your eyeball.
Yeah,
and tell you,
biometric
more than fingerprint.
Yeah, system, security
With
system.
all the technology and stuff we got, they can't find this.
Heck, they can look at your eyes on your
84-year-old.
phone.
They can tell you, look at your eyeball. Yeah,
Be on
that's
the
right.
phone.
That's right. That's right. Women can steal your
why it's
information
gotta-
off your phone.
DC, why I gotta come to the women?
I don't know. That's just the way it is.
Cause y'all the
What?
sneaky one.
You know, a woman, if you had that eye thing, you could be asleep and you open your eye and she shine that thing on your
Get in
on
your
eye.
phone.
Then she can get in your phone.
Yeah.
Y'all can do it too.
They
They got
got
the
the thumbprint too.
fingerprint.
They
I
got
know
the
men
thumbprint.
could do it, but men
Yeah.
wouldn't do that. No,
Why?
no man.
You see what I got is I got my dick head print on mine.
Oh God. Oh God.
They might, they gonna owe you. Bill Gates.
I ain't never gonna ask to borrow your phone.
Don't worry. It's mine.
But DC, in all
Ew.
seriousness, you think they'll ever
They may
find
pull
them?
you up and they say it's RuPaul, case of mistaken identity. What'd you say, Red?
Also, you think in all seriousness though, you think they'll ever find the body of the
Yeah.
woman? You think
Yeah,
they
they'll
will?
find her. They'll find her.
Yeah.
Eventually, they'll find her.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, there's a guy that keep calling TMZ. He said he know where she is.
No
he said,
way.
He said, if you agree to give me half of the money, he said, I just want half. I'll tell you where she is.
Wow.
But
Why don't they arrest that
even
guy?
that surprises me with all the technology and all of these computer experts stuff. And you can't narrow it down and tell me where that message is coming from.
Or where he's been to know where she is. You know his last.
But he swears he knows where he says she's dead now. Of course she's dead now. But he says he knows where the body is. And for half of the reward money, he said he'll tell you where she is.
Now, the bigger issue for me is why was she targeted?
I can halfway answer that.
And they said it because she did an interview with Donald Trump.
No, well, I don't think that.
Oh, okay.
I think Savannah on the Today Show,
was
one of
involved.
the most popular journalists in America, brought her mother on the show like a fool and pumped up her mother being 84 and still living by herself in a remote area. How stupid can you be?
Yeah.
And I bet it was somebody local that been helping old lady Nancy with her trash or something and said, wait a minute,
That's my neighbor.
that's Savannah's.
And this bitch ain't tipped me yet. I'm helping this hoe take her trash out
and this bitch
everywhere.
trash. And this bitch is rich.
Hell yeah.
But
Get the
they
duct
didn't- but
tape.
they-
Get the
but-
duct
but-
tape.
But they didn't ask for no ransom money.
Yeah, they did. They asked
they
for
did.
$6 million. What are you talking
I'm
about?
saying, but
Originally,
yeah, well, we
they asked for $6 million.
dollar to return her.
Yeah,
I didn't hear that part.
but they never would
Right.
when they asked that. They never would confirm that she was alive at the time.
right.
Yeah.
Now I heard one theory I kind of agree with. The people went in there to rob her, and something went wrong, and the woman died. So they came up with this
Kidnapping.
kidnapping scam to throw them off, and it worked.
Now, what I brought up, you just missed real quickly. They said she did an interview,
Yeah.
Donald Trump, that some people in his didn't like.
I heard that.
To be targeted is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I mean,
But
just
I
target
think it
her
was
out the
more.
blue. Who? You know
She
what I mean?
Savannah on the Today Show did a whole big spiel about her mother being 84 and being self-sufficient, living by herself in Arizona up there. And I think you got all kind of nuts that watch TV, man.
Yeah.
And I think somebody saw that, whether it was a local person or not, somebody saw it. And they said, she lived by herself. Is that right?
But how could she
And
get
she your daughter.
away
She your mama. Is that right?
in 24 hours? And
Huh?
how could you not find her within the 12-hour span?
Well,
they didn't have that big of a head
let me
start.
tell you,
She
if
stayed
you
by
look at-
herself, so nobody knew she was missing until somebody came out of the
Well,
house.
it's 3 or 4 things wrong with the case. Before she came home that night, she was at her daughter and son-in-law's house.
Yeah, then she went to
and
church or
had
something.
dinner over there.
Right.
And then she took an Uber home. Now, who let their mama take an Uber back to the house?
It was probably
At
Uber
9 or
Black.
10 o'clock.
Probably Uber Black.
I don't give a damn
It
what
was
it
a
was.
good ass Uber. Now that
You
was a
get your
luxury
ass
ass
up.
limo,
You get
basically.
your ass up
Yeah.
and take your mama home.
Them rich people, it depends.
And
And
get in the
then
house and make sure you don't tell your mama get no damn Uber.
she said
Now,
she
they
stay in
went
a
and picked her
remote
up.
area.
They went and picked her 10 minutes from there. They went and picked her up, and it was daytime. And you gonna send the woman home at night, 84 years old, on heart medication with a pacemaker hooked to her phone. You gonna send her home by herself? Come on, man. Come on, man.
I
Would
agree
you
that
do
something
your
about it.
mama?
I
Would you
agree
do
with you.
your
Something must
mama?
have went wrong fast because they immediately knew that the pacemaker was off. So I agree with you. Something must have went wrong because they said at the time of the kidnapping they knew that the pacemaker
And
was
then I imagine like 84-year-old people would do is fight back, and that's why they found a little blood in the foyer.
off. Yeah.
Old ass woman probably said, you know,
You ain't taking me alive.
okay, they said, okay, we'll take your debt.
Yeah. Now we get this money.
But to
Sad
dispose of
situation.
a body,
Yeah.
you know,
Yes.
that's a huge undertaking, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's just a sad situation all the way around, and
It is.
I'm glad she's back on the news. I mean, doing her job, and
But with no
still,
closure,
it's
I
heavy
don't
heart.
know.
With a heavy heart, yeah.
With no closure, I don't know. Oh no, I don't know. With no closure.
Yeah.
But the fact that I think it's the fact that she's older is one thing. Like as if you was a parent and you had like a 4-year-old that was maybe kidnapped, then you might spend the rest of your life like, damn, he might be him. That might be what he look like now. But you know, in the next 10 years, she ain't gonna be looking at an old person and like that could have been my mama. You know what I'm saying? I think
That's true.
it's some closure because she knows she probably is dead.
That's true. Before Rerun died,
You talking about Fred? What's his name? Rerun Fred. I can't remember his real name, but I know you're talking about for
Rerun. Fred is my friend.
Barry.
Fred Bear.
Fred Bear, yeah.
But in private one time, he told me that he thought Weight Ball was his son.
Yeah, I remember that. You told me about it. You told me about
He
it.
ain't never tell me. And I know my daddy.
Yeah, you told me about it, DC. We pulled up the pictures.
My daddy wasn't no dance. He wasn't no dance.
Yeah, before we wrap it up, did y'all happen to see? Y'all don't be seeing shit. I'll be seeing.
You on that?
When
you on the
Tiger
mushroom.
turned over the car
Yes, Lord.
Oh yeah.
and they let him walk up the street and he coming back down the street and the police try to say something to Tiger. Did you hear what Tiger said?
I'm on the
to
phone with the
I'm on the
president.
phone with the
president. I'm on the phone with the president.
Send somebody down there to get me out.
They're gonna ask her, you arresting me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods said he's on the phone. Well, Tiger is, and he may have been,
Dating,
because he dating Vanessa
yeah,
Trump,
right.
Trump's niece,
Yeah.
No, his son, ex-wife.
son's ex-wife, somebody like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she tweeted, "I still love Tiger." Tiger gone to Germany to get rehab.
Rehab. He
All the
does
way to
shit.
Germany.
All the way to Germany.
Yeah.
They
Rehab is the
they got
name of a
Palm
German
Springs.
hooker, sound
They got
like.
places in Palm Springs,
Rehab.
California.
Nah,
That's
he
beautiful.
said he
You
got
can
to be
clean
around
up.
white women. So
Yeah, he got to be around white women.
Yeah, I can't have
I don't think
TMZ.
he's ever dated a sister. has
Nah,
he?
hell no, man.
I ain't never seen a one.
Now, DC,
Better call the police.
Let me tell you something, DC. People say, why Tiger date white women? Because that is like a 5-star event where Tiger didn't be at. I mean, it's 5-star everything where they travel, where they stay.
Watch your mouth
You would
now.
not have a
What
black
I'm
woman
saying
on your
is-
arm.
Watch
what I'm
your
saying is,
mouth, son.
It's not a lot of black women out there
Right.
where he's at. Sherman play golf.
Yeah.
It's expensive to play golf.
No, it's a
And
well,
then, do you see a lot
a lot of black women. They got black women organizations.
I know,
that
I-
play
They
golf.
do
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
boy.
they do
Yeah,
now.
yeah, but
Yeah.
So where we going
But
with
when you out there on that course,
Nah.
You don't see them like that.
Well, I've said it before, and I'm gonna say this. You know, I played professional ball for a while, and but I never fooled them white girls. But I understand it because if you look at the NBA today, if you look at Major League Baseball, you look at. I've seen white women come to the games in 3 or 4 in droves with no man. Now, sisters would come to the game.
She got invited
when somebody else is paying for it, and they on a date, which makes them unavailable. Right. When we would come out the locker room, just droves of white women that had paid their own way to come to the game. Yeah. Now, the sisters that come to the game, they ain't going to be out there when you come out of the dressing room because the only way they're coming to the game is if they're on a date.
Yeah,
and the white girls would come 4, 5 deep, 6 deep, and they sit out there and they wait till your ass came out there. I don't care if it was 2 hours.
And they know where the players' hotel is when you get to the hotel. I've been with them. I've been there with them.
That was before the sister could go on a date and still kiss the player in front of her man. That was before that Chris Brown stuff. You couldn't do that back in the day.
Swanee, when the Falcons be practice, way out there in the country.
Oh, way out there.
Go out there. Number white women.
Flower
around the
branch.
fence, just waiting on them niggas to get off.
So y'all need to get off y'all ass and go to some games.
No, they need to go to them places where
they look on her face. She like, shit, I wish I would.
Better go out there
I
to
wish
the
I would
woods.
wait 2 hours for somebody to come out of the dressing room. And he done dropped 2 or 3 balls.
To be his one night stand.
And white women be like,
say,
ooh,
bring your jaws with you.
And sister
Bring your
be
jaws
like,
with you.
sister be like, how the hell you missed the ball?
But see,
How the hell you missed the ball?
see, they know sports. They know your stats. They knew your stats when you was in
coming
high
out of
school.
college.
They know your 40 time.
Exactly.
But some of them are groomed for that.
Yeah.
That's true too. Yeah. Some of those white girls are groomed.
Hey, let me tell you.
There's a lot of football players will tell you when they go to college for recruiting, guess who's showing them around? White girls. Yeah.
Let me tell you
because they know black.
Let me tell you who the biggest recruiters were when I was playing baseball. The owners' daughters.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
Hey, DC.
And then I was in the minor league, so they was out there trying to find out who going to the major league.
Right.
Man, they be up there timing you. They be like,
Hey, DC, I done a show at Penn State one time, and Penn State have 48,000 students, and 1,500 of them were black. Most of them was athletes, not students. I mean, but not academic students, but the athletes. Yeah. And 1,200 out of 48,000, and then so the black ball players, that's all they had to pick for. With the white girls.
So I said what I said to say. I could care less who anybody is with, but I'm saying in defense of the brothers, they had a big thing about the NBA the other day.
Put it in their face
on the underground about the brothers with the white. I halfway understand it because. That's what's available. That's what's available to you, man. And the sisters will not. Now you can, if you want to go further into it, you can say it's because of economically and historically, sisters haven't been able to afford that. Blah blah blah. But the fact of the matter is, that's what's predominantly available.
Right.
I said something one time. Now, I don't have no problem. You do what you want to do. I said something in Las Vegas one time about Dennis Rodman, and he had a problem with it. Right. But that was years ago. But even back then, I wasn't fixing to knuckle up. I had some equipment like I got now.
And also,
let me finish. So supposedly he got upset. But I wasn't upset about him, or I wasn't commenting on him being with these white girls.
Right.
What I had a problem with was he had condemned black women. See, if you just happen to fall in love with a white woman, God bless you. If that's what you like, God bless you. But for you to turn around like Dennis Rodman did and say black women wasn't shit, and your mama,
that's messed
your
up.
mama is a black woman. I got a problem with that. So I said it. I didn't know he was there.
Right.
But he was there at the show. And so I said it, and they was like, ooh, oh, what? Oh, what?
Yeah.
So, but I ain't got no problem. You love who you want. who you want to love, but to condemn your sister, to condemn
Probably should have wished he listened to you after what his wife did
I
to
think
him.
that's based on
the likes of your mama.
But that's based on your relationship with your mother. Like, I love my mama. Like, I know I wouldn't be here without her. She sacrificed a lot to raise us, me and my two brothers.
She fed you good too.
She did. She did. Worked 2 jobs to feed and clothe all of this. But that's my mama. I know other people' mama that was deceitful, hurtful, jealous of them.
You still cannot condemn.
Yeah.
You seen that
Black
movie Antoine
mothers.
Fisher, or you seen
You
Precious,
wouldn't be
or,
here.
if you had that type of
You wouldn't be here.
you'd be here, but then
Your
sometimes
mama wouldn't be here.
Well, for a black woman. But the
guess.
thing is, a lot of athletes, they know when dealing with snow bunnies, they give a whole, if you making that type of money, white women give you a whole lot of leeway. You can cheat, you can do all that. They just give you a lot of leeway.
I
But when they
can't
come
comment
get
on
you,
that.
when they come get you, they
I
come
can't
get you.
comment.
They come get you.
First of all,
Exactly. But they know they got you.
when you
Hold
sign
on.
that contract, now listen, when you sign that contract, your agent gonna be white, and your agent, the first thing he gonna tell you, don't let your family fuck up your money. Let me introduce you to somebody.
I understand that. You
That's
pretty much
already
saying,
division.
what
That's already
you're saying, but
division
still
right
though,
there.
most
It's already
sisters
division.
who are doing for themselves, they only gonna go so far. Okay, how much money you got?
Well,
they ain't gonna let you just walk
you're
all
right.
over them.
Nah.
Because
Them white
she's
chicks,
been
they gonna
a-
take a whole lot.
because
Now
she's
they
been
got
a
a game
victim
plan
of
to hurt
that.
you down the line.
She's
Now, the
been a
white woman
victim
gonna hurt
of
you
that.
down the line because
She's
she got
been
a
a
game.
victim of that in
exactly.
America.
Exactly.
And
So
she's seen her mama be taken advantage of.
Right.
Now, I feel kind of bad because we have no white woman on the panel to defend them. But we do have a woman in here who has a white mind. Jose.
But
All I'm
let me say
saying
this.
She's not blind, but she's
listen,
pretty
the white women have a
cuckoo.
game plan.
But I've heard
I think the white women gonna have a game plan down the line to
I've
get
heard white
Come
women,
on, bro.
you in the divorce
I've
part.
heard
of it.
white women say, because I have some white, I got white friends, but I've heard them say that black women don't take as much off of a man as they do. I've heard some white women say that, and I have a white friend. She's a nurse. She be watching the show. She's a nurse, and she stated how her mom,
They gonna take. They
how
gonna take a
her
lot more.
mom stayed with her dad because of the money in the house.
Yeah.
And they slept in separate rooms. And I'm like, all this time I thought y'all had this great household relationship family. It's like my mom and my dad sleep in separate rooms, and my dad's an alcoholic. She said he found out later in high school that her dad had a whole new
They
family,
ain't going
but her mom
nowhere.
ain't
Now, let me
going
say this
nowhere.
one thing.
Her
This
mom ain't
last
going
thing
nowhere.
I'm going to say, and I'm not defending brothers abandoning their family or anything, but you cannot say that slavery did not affect us as a whole.
Yeah.
Of course.
And over history in America, when black man was brought over here, he had to realize at some point that the white man may come in there and take your wife, take your children at any moment. So for you to survive, you had to emotionally
Disconnect.
disconnect. You had to detach yourself. Otherwise, you lose your damn mind. When you with this woman, you've had children with this woman, and then all of a sudden the master come in there and say, hey, I just sold your family, but you ain't going nowhere.
Right.
So over time, that becomes a mentality, a way of survival. You have to, you move on with move on.
Yeah.
You can't go nowhere.
So-
So you move on. So 150 years later, you'd be a fool to think that has not had an effect. I'm not making excuses.
Right.
But it does
I'm
have
just
some effect,
saying
yeah.
I understand how this American society has messed with us as a people.
How Chris Brown could kiss that lady in the mouth
You
right in
still
front of
on
her
that.
husband. That's the same thing. It's
But
the
that
same-
goes back just a little bit.
It go all the way back to slavery.
with
We
these-
still got
it goes-
light-skinned people
you-
kissing dark-skinned niggas women
Look at
right
you.
in the front of everybody, man. It's fucked
You
up.
think Harriet Tubman ever dated a white man ever?
I've seen pictures of Harriet Tubman.
Y'all need to
I
stop.
doubt if she ever dated anybody.
Y'all need to stop.
Stop talking about.
I just want to say this, DC, while we had you on an intellectual level because you love your people.
Yeah.
I think that falls in with the Willie Lynch syndrome because he said,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you get that mind, you do.
Yeah.
It'll go on for years, centuries, and people don't think it's a real thing, but it goes back to the Willie Lynch syndrome.
Steven.
So DC, no white man ever said, "Hey, leave her alone." She with me. Harriet's in there.
Y'all leave Harriet alone. Leave her alone. Leave her
think
alone.
about the mentality in slavery when, let's say you got your family, all y'all slaves under the same white household.
Yeah.
And then your daughter is fine, or the slave master's son is attracted to your daughter or to your wife. And you just come out there and get her one night and go and tear that ass up. And you can't do shit.
Well, we
And
got.
then when he finished with her, he sent her back to you.
Yeah.
Well, we got
And
black.
then she want to cuddle and talk and shit.
No, she don't. She wants you to understand what have been happening, and then you got to look at the fact of how she's looking like you couldn't even defend me. She's got to. She's got to understand. She's got to understand. She's got. It's hard on her too because she's got to understand that you couldn't. But at the same time, when this man can come take her anytime he want to take her,
That's right.
and then you can't even stand up as a man. Like you want, so don't be ragging on the females
All you could
because
do-
we trying to hold y'all down, trying to understand.
All you
that
could
y'all
do, all you could do, JJ,
what?
is slip out with his daughter.
But imagine what the women went through when
Terrible.
like that's their husband, but when the white woman wanted to be with them and the black slave wouldn't do it, she would just make a lie. Now
Yep.
that's gonna kill her. So
Yep.
so in a sense she's like, do I tell you to go ahead and sleep with this
So
white
what the
woman?
man,
Otherwise
what the
I'm
man
gonna
should have,
we
what the
got-
man
most
should
of
have
them
done
did,
is gone on
Mandingo.
and accommodated her to save his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
what I'm
DC, we
saying.
got black women dating white men too now. You know, you got E.J. Johnson, you got you got Billy Hunter. Yeah, we got.
I'm not saying, but I could care less if it's happenstance. But when you got a rule, Dennis Rodman had a rule.
Yeah.
He condemned all black women.
Yeah, he was
the
wrong for
problem
that.
I had. I ain't got no problem with nobody.
And his wife
with
cheated
no
on him
white
with half of the Pistons.
Yeah.
So
Well, let me
now-
say this
so
too.
now
DC.
what?
Yeah.
You see,
So
you
now
see a
who's
lot of
disgusting?
a lot of ex NBA, NFL, baseball players who married white women. Now a lot of their kids are going to the league now, and you know, and that's another thing too. They have the money and the resources to build these kids up through the AA system, the AAU system, and take them to games, and the wires ain't working. So
But
she can
a
drop them off, pick
lot
them
of
up.
life period as far as raising children is about exposure.
Yeah.
Now you take Tim Duncan married to a white woman for a long time, and the day he resigned, the day he retired, white woman said,
He
"Nigga,
gay.
get your ass out of here."
He gay. She said he gay.
No, he caught her cheating.
After he retired, he caught it cheating.
Yeah.
No, he caught her cheating before he
She
retired.
said he was dating his assistant. That's what she
Well,
said.
they don't say
He
that
put
up
a-
there.
he put a private
Tony
eye on her.
Parker was with
Eva Longoria.
Eva
Eva
Longoria,
Longoria.
yeah.
They showed her at the
Yeah.
games more than they showed the game.
Yeah.
Right.
But
And
Tony
they
Parker.
man, it's been like $7 million on the wedding.
Yeah.
I wish.
And then he ended up sleeping with John Barry's wife. Hey, that dude's scandalous. Yeah. Started sleeping with John Barry's wife.
But you know, man, who you want, love who you want. But when you got a rule about any people, particularly your own people, I got a problem with
Russell Wilson, white woman, cheated on him when he first got to Seattle with the receiver.
that. Yeah, and then she gonna pull that old black woman shit. She said he was a sissy.
Yeah.
You see what that-
Hold on, why you
see
gotta
what-
say black woman stuff?
Yeah.
That's women. Though. Don't say black women, cause white women quick to say the same thing. So don't say black
But when
women.
white women say it, it be true.
See that?
Don't be ragging on my
Case
queens
closed.
now.
Case closed. You see what Dak Prescott, little white girl, tried to do? She tried to come at him, try to get him to sign. Who? Dak Prescott. He got all that money from the Cowboys, and he
said,
told her
"Sign a
sign a prenup.
And she said,
No,
no.
I ain't doing it. Then she tried to take him to court.
He said, no.
And what's his name? That white girl took all his money. Boy just signed. Not Dion's son. Who's the other boy? Who was first
Oh,
round?
man,
Travis
that dude,
Travis Hunt.
he's
Travis,
retarded.
yeah.
Man, he's retarded.
She ain't divorced him
Chill
though.
out. And she got a kid on
ain't
the way. Well, she
divorced
probably
him,
had a
man.
kid now.
He had a kid.
She ain't
now.
divorced
No, they're still
They
together.
still together.
No.
That's fake news, man.
Stop reading that stuff. They still
That's
together,
fake
DC.
news, man.
They still together.
with her.
No, y'all go back and check it now.
That might be fake news.
Yeah, they together. They together, DC.
Yeah.
But she do have a baby though.
Keep on
They
watching
did get
that
married.
DC only news.
Yeah.
This DC only news.
All right, I guess I better get off BET. Next thing y'all told me, ain't nobody stole Cardi B's credit card. Then we gotta
Yeah,
go,
she
man.
went off on that.
Cardi B said she saw a $40,000 purchase on there. She said, I don't remember $40,000. Like,
Yeah. Hey, baby, did you buy me a bag?
then a couple days later, $20,000. Yeah, she said she thought it may have been her designer.
Shout out to the person that shoot for the stars and moons that had that credit card though.
But you know who it was?
Offset probably.
No.
One of hers.
Diggs, Stephon Diggs.
Oh wow.
Oh God.
It was somebody close to her, one of her
Right,
sisters
that's
or
what I'm saying.
something.
Somebody close to her.
And then I'm sure that her name ain't Cardi B or nothing.
She
on
called
her
her
credit
name out.
card.
What's her real name?
Yes.
Huh?
Thank you.
McCollis? Cardi Bacallis?
No,
But
not
we
Cardi.
know someone
but-
personally.
What's her
that happened
name?
to.
We said it. Bacardis.
Bacallis? What's her last name?
B.
Come on, I need to know what to sign when I use a credit card.
But that's
Oh,
crazy
God.
they got that much money because I be like, my credit card, I be like, hold on, who the fuck spent
Who spent
$5 at Quick
$4?
Trip? Who the fuck spent $5 at Quick Trip? Hell no, I ain't went to Quick Trip. I ain't got no coffee. There's a coffee and something. There's a coffee and a pizza. Who the
Now,
fuck?
how you spell it?
Pizza
How
and coffee.
you spell Jose?
But DC, we know
The Z
someone.
is silent.
We know someone that happened to personally with us. Remember,
We know somebody that what?
that happened to personally. He had somebody else that was handling his finances and supposed to pay the car off. Remember, I ain't gonna call no name.
Hold a minute now. What now?
Remember, we was with him and the car got repoed. He thought he had put somebody else in charge of paying it off, and they kept the money. And didn't pay
That's
the
what they
car off.
always tell you when they get in their car repo. Man, that nigga, I ain't paid that nigga.
No,
to
I
pay
believe
the nigga
it was true this time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Bo and I, we had been with him earlier that day and that long day.
Y'all all walked home together. Like, God damn it, it wasn't for Uber. Huh?
No, they swooped down on us.
Yeah.
I was in Rose, and I think me and Bo went Rose, and he was in Rose, and they swooped down on us and said they were looking for a Rose. I said, well, it ain't this one. This one paid for.
Yeah.
But they had a little issue there,
Yeah.
but you'd be surprised who it was.
Yeah.
But anyway,
We'll find out right after this
Police
episode.
showed up.
I tell you for
Police showed
$20.
up. They're like, hey, what the police showing up for? that car stole it.
I said, wait a minute now.
What you talking about, man?
He said, we got a stolen Rolls Royce. I said, it ain't that one.
It ain't that way.
But it was a paperwork meeting,
Yeah.
as I understand it.
That's the story. They're gonna stick to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But life goes on,
We ain't
man.
gonna be messy like that.
Yeah, I ain't trying to, come up like Bo.
See, that's what Cat Williams said. That's why he's famous and you just a good comedian because you ain't gonna be messy. And
You
tell
had
us
to go mention his name.
That nigga did say that to us. He did say that to us. He told us out there, keep your camera on it.
That's what Cat said to me.
Yeah.
He said,
Y'all
DC, that's
stand-up
why you a
guys.
good comedian, but I'm more famous. I said, whatever, nigga.
Yeah.
You want to ride home or not? I'm DC Curry.
I'm OP, man.
I'm Sister
You didn't hear from me.
There we go then.
Wait, ball. I'll be in St. Louis in the next week, so got a lot of good shows.
Yeah.
KJ's. I also got a show with Sean Jones out there and Willie Lynch. So we
Mississippi,
got a
I'm
good
coming.
time, man.
Yeah.
Charlotte, Sean Jones in Charlotte.
No, I think he
from
might be
Charlotte.
from there, but
He
we're
live
gonna be
in
all
there.
be in the St. Louis area though. He gonna be outside of St.
Don't live
Louis.
in there?
That was
Got a couple shows out there.
Yeah.
Brian Harper, remember?
Mississippi, I'm coming.
You had your shot now. Brian Harper, remember, like and subscribe. And if you in Montgomery, Alabama, check out the Alabama State Hornets Black and Gold.
Brian, I didn't get to it, but I meant to ask you, did you see Marvin Sapp's new wife? They got some new
No.
first ladies now, man.
Marvin Sapp got married? I missed that one.
Bigfoot bitch. Anyway.
Oh, hey, man. And she made a she made
They
a
gonna bust
I'm
head
just
wide
kidding.
open, boy.
she
I'm just
made an
kidding, Marvin.
initial speech, and it was very defensive.
Why is she? Let me be clear.
And,
I was gonna say, why is
she went
speaking?
on, just for an example, she went on to say, I know the show over, but she went on to say, I'm paraphrasing now. Some of you bitches was talking shit about his helicopter. That's my helicopter. I mean, she was saying shit like that.
To
It
me,
was
coming from
very-
that
I'm
mindset, always
paraphrasing.
ours is yours and yours is mine. I mean, that's his marriage. I ain't gonna tell a man how to run his marriage and stuff, but I don't even know why she even made that announcement. Why it's so
I'm telling you,
so
man.
prevalent, man. I
I'm
don't even know
telling
why
you.
she.
I mean,
made
it's like, I mean, it's like, it's
on the
been
motherboard had my name in their mouth.
well, I'm not gonna say what I was saying.
Let them know I travel on my own dime. I've been
Brain
flying.
dead bitches.
I
I've
still-
been flying.
Basically, that's how it was.
Need no
Brain
nigga to
bitches.
marry me. I've been had a ticket to heaven.
You gotta
Come
be
here with
above
that
board if
praise
you in that
dancing with your
position.
ass hanging out.
You usher board hoes. I don't think y'all talking about me.
Goodness gracious, you got to be if you're gonna be in that position, you got to be above it all. Like you can't address what the congregation thinks.
Well, that's strange coming from you, who and I was not attacking him, but I remember during the Jamal Bryant issue with Carrie Bryant
I defended him, right?
and the dress.
Yeah, I
you
defended him.
defended her. Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you said it's okay for your wife to look like a hoe. You said it.
Hold
said it.
up,
That's
man.
what he said.
Hey, Jamal, my friend, I ain't gonna have no friends when you finish, man.
Well, I don't think that
Now,
she
Jamal
looked like
cool.
a hoe.
No.
I neither do I.
Okay. Me either.
Neither do I.
Not a hoe.
But we
But
ain't
I
on
do
Jamal
think
payroll
this,
either.
at my
though.
age, because I'm pushing 70.
Right.
The first ladies of my generation would not have won.
But
I
they
think
wasn't
that-
reality
My mama
TV
was the
stars
first
either.
lady.
Who's
My mama
right?
was first lady. She would not have won. I remember my mama wore her first pantsuit. It was navy blue polyester. But she would not have.
I just think
But it's
that,
a different day, different time.
Absolutely.
well, the word is still the word and God is still God. And I just think that when you are in that position, that there should be a certain style and poise that we should carry ourselves as. I don't feel as though first ladies should look homey and dowdy, because for me, even Esther dressed a certain way, smelt a certain way, and looked presentable. So I feel as though that you should carry yourself with class, and I don't think that those women, the dress that she had on, I don't think that it was not
Appropriate.
classy. I just feel as though that for some people it wasn't their taste. I've seen his wife in person,
she
and she
beautiful.
always dressed with
yeah.
with style.
I just thought it was a bit much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bit much for first lady. I know what I was thinking about when I saw it.
When they said, "Don't let your good be evil spoken of,"
I know what
look out,
most
Miss
men. I know what Sean thought about when
They
he
were
saw
not
it
in
the
church.
So
dress.
if it was too much for a
I know
first
what
lady,
Bullhead thought.
They
could
were
a
not in
deaconess
church.
wear
well, I
that
don't
shit,
think
or
the fact
like
where she was
could
in
a deaconess
church or
wear
not
it,
should
or
be it,
a
because
deaconess
being
would
in
have been
church is not, the church is in you. So saying she was not in
I don't know about
church
church
is
was in. I don't know if
irrelevant.
the church was in it, but I know I was sure wishing I
But
could
you
be
should
in it. And when I
represent
saw
all
that
the time.
dress,
You're not representing the church. You're representing God.
I
So that's the part right there for me.
Again,
I was
though.
at Walmart today, and there was a lady in there. She had her face covered. You know, she had the gar on and everything. I don't know what religion she was. I don't know if she Baptist or whatever, who she prayed to. But she stank like a motherfucker. I can tell you
Oh
that.
God!
it might have been a man.
I don't know what it was, but it was raunchy. And it was
God.
in line at the pharmacy. And I was
Maybe
sick
that's
on
why
my
she was there
stomach.
at this
I don't
pharmacy.
care what religion she was.
Maybe that's why
whatever.
she was at the pharmacy. She was
That
trying
was
to get
the
help.
mustiest woman. And
But
the
there's
kid, the kid was like, how can y'all stand each other?
But there's some people that don't believe in.
Than soap or none of that
Yeah,
stuff.
they
God.
believe
They're
in
strong
natural.
with it.
Yes.
Everybody was at her.
strong.
Hey,
let me tell you something,
When they
man.
move, they just like.
I'm gonna tell you something. I know this show going way
just
too long,
lay there.
but
Just please don't
I'm
move.
gonna
I
tell
can
you
smell
something.
it the way you
Let
described
me tell you
it.
something, man. Any man, sisters, y'all hear me? Listen to me now. I know what the hell I'm talking about. Any man like to look at a woman with her ass and titties hanging out, but you don't want your woman.
Right.
I'm telling you, you don't want your woman walking out. It puts a man in a bad position when he's got to defend
Right.
what is perceived to be a hoe.
Right.
Whether it's true or not, when a woman looks available, you got to defend that. Now, the hypocrisy part of it is all of these men except me like to look at hoes.
Oh God, except you.
They like to look at somebody else's hoe. But you don't want your woman looking like a hoe. Now, let me clean that up. I'm not saying Carrie looked like her. I'm just saying there's an appropriate attire, I think. But like I said, I'm almost 70 years old. That goes along with the position. And I thought that dress may be a bit much. Now, I sent him a message. Jamal Bryant, who I know, I sent him a message the other day. And my message was, what we need to do at this point is take that dress. Because, you know, women, when they wear something fancy like that, they never wear it again.
Again, no more.
Register the dress and auction it off. And I bet you get $50,000, $60,000.
And buy that weed
If not
form you
more.
want.
He need to give you 15%. That's a heck
If
of an
not
idea.
more.
And buy that weed form you
I
want to
don't want
start.
no money, but register the dress.
That's a heck of an idea now.
Register the dress
Somebody
and
buy
have
it.
an auction. If the dress is registered, I bet you at least $50,000.
Yeah,
They
somebody
just
do
sold who was the girl, white girl I was talking about earlier?
Guthrie, Samantha Guthrie.
No,
I read the
Madonna, not Madonna.
Anna Nicole.
Anna Nicole.
And Nicole,
Yeah.
they showed one of her dresses the other day, $3 million.
Good
Yeah.
job of money.
Because that kind of stuff, it brings. Now, Carrie, Dr. Carrie, she's not going to wear a dress no more. Register the dress and auction it off. I guarantee you, $50,000, $60,000.
I tell you
Yeah,
what
that's
I'm going to
pretty
do then, DC. Anyway, I ain't going to say that. I'm going to auction off one of my damn drawers.
All right, Sherman Golden,
What?
we wrapping up.
Oh, I'll be in California tomorrow at the Hard Rock Cafe in Wheatland, California, which is like
Where?
Wheatland, like Sacramento.
Oh, in Sacramento. Sacramento. Yeah.
No shooting.
You be there tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right. Sister JJ?
I forgot to say I'll be at Nova tomorrow. I get to interview Guy Torre. Sorry, Guy Torre. I'm gonna interview you one day, Corey, but Guy Torre tomorrow. So come
God,
check
Tori,
us
my
out.
man. God bless you.
I'm excited.
Thank y'all for coming. Good to see you, Jose.
Matter of fact, yeah, guy,
Good to see you, Bullhead.
yeah, y'all go check out Guy tomorrow, man, what she was talking
Good to
about.
see you, Sean.
That's my dude. Tell guys.
Jeremiah on the ones and twos. And Michael Eaton showed up, thank God, because
Lord have mercy.
that son of a bitch didn't have a clue.
He's been in training 7 months.
Get big shouts out to William, who's
First time
working
said no.
all the way from Virginia remotely, running the board back there, man.
Shout out William Wilholler. Hold a minute. Don't turn it off. God bless Bob Sumner, who had a heart attack? Son?
Yeah. He had a heart attack.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he had a heart attack.
And he's doing better.
Yeah, he's doing better. They say he's
And
He's
I
conscious.
understand now that Black Boy
Yeah.
black boy passed.
passed away.
Yeah. Used to open up
That's
for
true?
Bruce. He used to be opening up for Bruce.
Yeah, Black Boy.
Yeah.
He died.
Yeah. He's gone.
What happened?
I don't know yet, DC. I just heard. I mean, it just came up. Rest in peace, Black Boy. I don't know no details,
Yeah.
but I know that was Bruce Boy right there.
Yeah, he was funny.
Yeah.
He was funny. All right, we'll holler.